us underway with the opening kickoff. On the move from inside his 5. To the ground with the back. And he's tackled at the line of scrimmage. The first play does nothing. The Sun Devils want to move quickly.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guy.
Oh, he's got some space. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there. He's picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try to get something going early up top. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Now facing a 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
And the Sun Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Levin. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Turns it loose. Finds him out of the backfield. Turning it on. Almost took it all the way there, but it's a huge gain, and they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Well, there's the advantage of having versatility at the running back position. On 4th down, everybody in the stadium is expecting if you throw it, it's probably going to a receiver at tight end. But because of his ability to catch the football, he makes a huge play for this offense and keeps the drive alive.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arizona State!
Well, I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They score the touchdown. That was big time.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He's got it on the outside. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The quick out. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
Man coverage, when they get up in your face, they make things hard. You want to be able to attack the whole field and get them leaning one direction and then break outside like you did there. Nice out route connection. Nice chemistry between quarterback and wide receiver.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Looking deep. Finds a man on the left. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Extra point here will tie the game.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. A strike downfield. There he goes. And the big gain. They've got it on the 46.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
Here's the handoff. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Sun Devils in the hurry up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
And the Sun Devils will try to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. The Sun Devils have this offense rolling. Quick handoff. Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Sun Devils! Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, and it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And that will fall incomplete as we have played one quarter, a quarter in which they tried to wrap it up with a huge play. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They'll run play action. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down.
You're not going to see that happen too often. The quarterback, man, he was licking his chops. He saw a big space in the middle of the field. He had his best receiver there ready to make a play, and he dropped it.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. They get to him as he throws.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
On fourth down, going to the air. That's caught. It's Miller. And he's down after making the grab. Good pickup there to help them dig out of the hole, but still some work to do to get a first down. Great place to start for this offense. Wants to go up top on first down. Always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Well, that inside linebacker is a freak of nature for multiple reasons, and it's hard for a lot of these smaller running backs to have to pick him up in pass pro, not just because of his speed, but he's also big and strong.
Might be looking to run. Breaks into the open. Bulldozes his way through. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down.
That is a crazy sequence of events, because if you're the defense, you're feeling yourself after getting that sack on first down. Now you've got them in second in California, thinking you're going to do it again, and you let him get out the gate. The speed shows up. He somehow is able to make people miss, use the speed, get to the sticks. That kills you as a defense.
Now from inside the red zone. He makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives him...
Oh, it's a fumble. Recovers the fumble, and he's still going. Touchdown, Arizona State. Made the grab and took it on in for the score.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that. Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd, because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed. Stuff you can't coach. You saw it on that play.
The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
Quarterback adapted. It's complete on the right side. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I think this defense really needs to start thinking about really fencing this quarterback in. You cannot let him go east or west because he will extend the play with his legs and his speed.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 50. The 40. At the 20. Touchdown, Sun Devils. The defense putting points on the board. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
On the run from inside his own 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. To the air, it's Mayava. Makes the catch. It's Craver. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Hayden. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10.
Be the play that turns the momentum in this game, right? They're getting blown out right now on the scoreboard. It's late in the half. They've got to come away with a touchdown, but that might be the guy you need to keep going back to in the passing game to get yourself back in this game.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. Turning it on. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado.
It's so nice to be an offensive coordinator when you got a guy that can do this. What an unbelievable job. Scrambling around, buying time. It doesn't matter. Whatever you want to call it. Running a long way and scoring a touchdown.
They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for a man, it's Levitt. Finds his big tight end. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a 1st down.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. To the air on 1st down. Here's the heat. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection. Quick completion on the out. They ripped off 7 on that one. Now a 3rd down and 3. And the Sun Devils come to the line in the hurry-up. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Not able to hook up there, incomplete.
I love the play call defensively. 3rd down, and you're anticipating the quarterback being in the pocket throwing the football, so you dial up the blitz. You get home, you hit the QB, and force the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. They go to the ground. There he goes. once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that was a really big score here at the end of the first half, just for their confidence and their momentum. They're obviously still losing right now on the scoreboard, but you had the feeling something positive had to happen here at the end of the first half for them to go in at halftime, regroup, and come out in the second half now trying to build on that successful drive offensively.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Texas A&M rolled to victory, flexing an offensive muscle that almost reminded folks of the record-setting days of Johnny Football and Mike Evans. Gig 'em Aggies indeed. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
No, sirree. Not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. Looking to throw, it's Levin. Dances away. He's going to get stopped, trapped, and it'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Creates a little space. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Got a man, it's Miller. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a first down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hayden. Breaks into the open. Quick with the spin move. He'll be stopped just outside the 20 at the 21 in the waning moments here in the first half. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. So it's first down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. Absolutely perfect. That slices the lead to 2. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside the 10, here he comes. They make the stop on the return, and that is priority 1. You don't want some big return to give up a cheap touchdown on the final play of the half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Sun Devils will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Well, that's just great awareness by the defense, locating the quarterback and knowing they can't get to him. They can't get the sack. Someone's got to get their hand in the air and knock it away.
Got it in the middle. It's Hayden. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on third down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. And the Buffaloes come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to pass, it's Mayava. With the catch, it's Williams. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Craven. Major gaps in that defense, and he got loose, and they finally knock him down at the 41.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Complete to the left. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
Well, it's a second catch on the drive, and that's obviously a massive play for this offense, and he's starting to prove to his quarterback here that he's winning his one-on-ones, and he deserves some more looks.
After coming up with back-to-back explosive plays, here they are, 1st and goal. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Well, this guy's been an animal all game long. He's had tons of success running the football. The defense had to do something to stop him. Give the D-line and that front 7 tons of credit for being really physical there, getting the TFL.
The run up the middle, looking for the score. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. The Buffaloes want to crank the tempo. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
So they could take the lead with a field goal, but in this situation, they want to go for the touchdown on 4th down. To the air, it's Mayava. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this all.
Oh, he's got some space. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
That is exactly what you want from your offense. Create some space, get out of the shadow of your own end zone, Palmer, and make it easier on this offense.
Yeah, it's nice when you have a running back like that, too, that can create that space for you. Now, if you're the play caller, your entire playbook is wide open.
And the Sun Devils just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. That's caught. It's Moss. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup.
Well, you're seeing the balance this offense has and how they can create explosive plays in a variety of ways. We just saw one come in the run game, and now you see one coming in the passing game. I'll tell you, they've got this defense on their heels.
He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love this slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the right. Tosses it incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Working on the right. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Arizona State! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. He'll pull it down and run. At the 35, he's loose. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet.
And both these quarterbacks, man, they're showing off their ability to take off and scramble and make plays. Right here, it's a design pass. He's looking to make a play. What does he do? He sees some space, captures it, makes the big play with his feet, gets another 1st down. This guy can do that a lot.
And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, it's so nice to have a quarterback who doesn't flinch. You watch it, man. He's hanging in there, right? Hanging in there. Takes some time for those routes to get down the field. Gets hit as he throws it, but delivers the ball, a catchable ball down the field, and makes the big play. Nice toughness by that young man.
He'll do it himself. Turning it on. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He'll get it all the way to the 13-yard line before he's forced out of bounds. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Makes the grab. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Shotgun snap on 3rd down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Brown. They get him stopped at the 2, but it'll be 1st and goal. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line. He's looking to throw. Bought a little time, lets it go. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
We know about this running back's versatility, and he's made some plays in this game so far, catching the ball. That time, though, he had no shot. Defender bearing down on him. They're able to get the hit and make sure it falls incomplete.
Looking for a chunk play on 2nd and short. Touchdown, Buffaloes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
Why not double the try total and go for 2? Snaps it in the shotgun. Pocket breaking down. And the quarterback is sacked. Big play by the defense that is probably going to be wiped out by that penalty flag. I think they jumped offside. Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. Man, what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. Back to throw. It's Levin. Forced out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. Wide open, he makes the catch. Touchdown, Sun Devils! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a 2-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense. They were aggressive. They mixed it up, but getting that score, that is huge for their win probability now.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Texas State is just getting blown off the field right now, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 34 to UTSA. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Under fire! They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He's got an open man. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Hayden. Plows through the defense. It's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.